So it happened. Apple just introduced the all-new Apple TV with a fancy new remote, a slightly taller box, and at the core of it all, its own operating system called tvOS. Now with its own OS, the Apple TV holds new waves of potential. But will tvOS really help the Apple TV become more like the iPhone and the iPad? Until now, the Apple TV has awkwardly held its own version of software for about 8 years. Limited amounts of apps were pushed on it, the UI was straight-faced and bland, and with time it became rather distant from the current versions of iOS and macOS. Well, tvOS hopes to change all of this, ultimately reworking the frames of Apple TV and introducing a current, revitalized version of software for the home entertainment system to run on, while making the big screen experience as familiar to what you have every day on your iPhones and iPads. Now, one of the biggest features of this is the fact that the software kits are openly being pushed to developers. So with the Apple TV finally having its own app store, soon the amount of apps won't feel as limited. But for many, aesthetics is everything, and well, with the first version of tvOS, there are some major upgrades to the visual appeal. The new main menu now hosts soft transparent backgrounds, edge-to-edge graphics, clean slide-up panes, and even more, similar to iOS. And with Siri's pop-up interface identical to that in iOS 9, the new OS makes strong strides towards filling the gap between the two. It's the familiar interface you know and love, with the power of iOS customized for your TV. With it all in hand, the difference is that the Apple TV will now have the potential to keep with the paces of the real world while promoting a sense of natural familiarity to the public. Developers can now push new games and apps alongside trends, controls will receive a boost of convenience thanks to Siri, and it all works hand in hand on a bright, crisp interface. It's as though with tvOS, the Apple TV will receive the ability to communicate with consumers in a number of different ways, and third-party developers will play a big part in that. Overall, it's like the Apple TV has finally gained a sense of freedom this time around, while matching the experiences we're already familiar with thanks to our iPhones and our iPads. See, tvOS helps make the Apple TV feel like it's finally been renewed to keep up with the times, and has finally gained the resources and the power to keep up with them. So I guess the only question is now, will you be getting one?